American people.
The family. Why? The cult. And their takedown. A higher loyalty.
Nem bate, tô com bate na cabeça enquanto eu mando a minha pausa como uma lesma. Há cosmos que me come a cabeça enquanto eu mando a minha pausa como uma lesma. Nem te bates, tô com bate na cabeça enquanto eu mando a minha pausa como uma lesma. Há cosmos que me come a cabeça enquanto eu mando a minha pausa como uma lesma.
If you've been paying attention, like I have over the last several years, key players have been signaling to the world how certain people are connected by their blood oaths and according to their respective economic and hierarchical occult strengths. Here we will shine some light that will cast shadows along us to identify whom they are loyal to. Until these problems are recognized for what they are, no one will fully understand what we are facing or know what to do about it. If you remember this tweet from Michael Flynn back on November 4th of 2016, this is basically letting you know that General Michael Flynn was targeted and silenced because he knew too much. What he tweeted is very controversial, and that's what we'll be exploring next. Think about it. This high-ranking military general tweeting this. And did you see it? I mean, General Michael Flynn made references to spirit cooking, Hillary, and the letter Y. We all remember this. Sidney Powell's off-the-cuff insights. Earlier in 2019, Michael Flynn's lawyer, Sidney Powell, was at an event hosted by Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Schaefer titled Weaponized Language, Operation Classified. Sidney Powell was sitting in the audience and was introduced as a colleague of Lieutenant Colonel Schaefer. Sidney Powell gave a off-the-cuff insights regarding Weiner's laptop, the Mueller, Uranium-1, Hillary's golden emails, and much, much more. That's when things got very interesting, especially in light of everything happening now.
Is life fair? No. All right. Sydney, well, I'm going to pick on you. She's a senior fellow, London Center for Policy Research, my colleague, Sidney Powell. Say hello to people. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I've heard Mark Levine's arguments that the appointment of Mueller is unconstitutional based on the fact that the law that they used to appoint him has expired. Right? I mean, I think that's the premise that Mark Levine's going by, right? I mean, Sidney, do you want to correct me on that here? Let's the lawyer handle that.
I think Mark Levine's premise on that is one of the weaker arguments, but the stronger argument is that the entire premise of the Mueller prosecution is a bald-faced lie. It was a lie from the very beginning. The electronic communication that started the whole thing was a lie, and Comey's firing was completely justified for multiple reasons. The Democrats would have fired him to begin with. The Rosenstein, all of it is a complete farce. So there was no reason not to fire Comey. He should have been fired. The FISA applications were a farce. All President Trump needs to do is declassify everything on a list of 10 things. If you look at my website, sydneypowell.com with an I, you will see a list of articles I've got in the Daily Caller, and those include a list of 10 things that the president needs to declassify. There's a FISA court decision that was unsealed, although heavily redacted, back like 18 months ago that I've linked in one of the articles. And in that, you will see that the head judge of the FISA court, Rosemary Collier, excoriated the FBI for Comey having given unfettered access to raw FISA intel beginning in 2015 to 3 private contractors. I bet my bippy one of those was Fusion GPS, and that they mined that for information for political opposition research beginning in 2015. That's what led to all the unmaskings by Samantha Powers, although she says she didn't do it, so I bet they had somebody else in the State Department using her login credentials to do those unmaskings along with Susan Rice. And it's all going to go back to Obama, because we also have, I guess we're cutting into my talk this afternoon, but that's okay, because a lot of y'all will go, preview of coming attractions. A lot of you will go to something else anyway. But there's so much good stuff here. But so they were doing all of that. And there's also a footnote in that FISA court decision that the FBI lawyers had signed off on it. So that's why Jim Baker is gone from general counsel of the FBI. And that's why there's been so much clean out of the FBI. And then, of course, we have Anthony Weiner's laptop, which held 675,000 emails, the entire Clinton email file.
And Stormy Daniels knew Clinton.
That doesn't surprise me. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've heard that there was stuff on there that made experienced porn agents literally go to the back of the room and throw up, in addition to the entire Clinton email file. All things Clinton, the Clinton Foundation emails, the Huma Abedin emails, because they knew Huma was a proxy for Hillary, so people would email Hillary to give her, email Huma to print out things to give to Hillary. There was special access program emails, which Tony knows better than I. There are 4 felonies committed before you even get that email onto a computer, because people have to cut all the classified markings off of them. It takes multiple minions to do that. Not just one person can cut all that stuff off and get it on there. It's not even supposed to leave a room. So there's just a ton of information out there, and where that laptop is, it should still be in the possession of the FBI. In one of the articles, I suggested that the president send 3 very large military men with the ultra Yankee white security clearance to go seize control of that laptop immediately, because everything anybody needs to prosecute all of them is on that laptop, probably including Robert Mueller, because he had to have been emailing Hillary Clinton. He was head of the FBI at the time. All the Uranium One stuff would be on there, because he would have been involved in that. And it's just a gold mine. It even included the supposed golden emails that Comey said they were looking for everywhere so diligently they'd looked for them for months. And the FBI agent in New York said they were on there.
There you go. So, does that answer your question?
Now, what you just heard is very revealing about what is known and the significance of whom is being relayed from. Remember, Sidney Powell is General Michael Flynn's lawyer. Since we're on the topic of Weiner's laptop, I thought it would be a good idea to go back to November 4th of 2016, when Eric Prince did an interview with Breitbart talking about Huma, Weiner, and the Clintons.
Eric Prince, founder of Blackwater, former Navy SEAL, and a great friend of the site, retired Navy SEAL. I guess it's a permanent deal. Eric Prince, how are you, sir?
I'm good, Alex. Good morning.
Good morning to you, or is it good evening? I don't know the time change.
It's evening here.
It is evening there. So it's first of all, your thoughts on this, the FBI saying 99% chance, multiple agencies hacked Hillary's email server.
Sure. It's not like the foreign intelligence agencies leave a thank you note after they've hacked and stolen your data.
We've requested that, and they never oblige for some reason.
For some reason not. But, I want to give color on on why the FBI, why Comey had to do that last week.
Yeah, please do.
Because of Wienergate and the sexting scandal, the NYPD started investigating it through a subpoena, through a warrant. They searched his laptop and sure enough found those 650,000 emails. They found way more stuff than just the more information pertaining to the inappropriate sexting the guy was doing. They found State Department emails. They found a lot of other really damning criminal information, including money laundering, including the fact that Hillary went to this sex island with convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Bill Clinton went there more than 20 times. Hillary Clinton went there at least 6 times. The amount of garbage that they found in these emails of criminal activity by Hillary, by her immediate circle, and even by other Democratic members of Congress was so disgusting. They gave it to the FBI, and they said, we're going to go public with this if you don't reopen the investigation and you don't do the right thing with timely indictments. I believe, I know, and this is from a very well-placed source of mine at 1PP, One Police Plaza in New York. The NYPD wanted to do a press conference announcing the warrants and the additional arrests they were making in this investigation, and they've gotten huge pushback to the point of coercion from the Justice Department, with the Justice Department threatening to charge someone that had been unrelated in the accidental heart attack death of Eric Garner, the guy almost 2 years ago. So that's the level of pushback the Obama Justice Department is doing against actually seeking justice in these email and other related criminal matters. There's 5 different parts of the FBI conducting investigation into these things with constant downdraft from the Obama Justice Department. So in the, I hope, unlikely and very unfortunate event that Hillary Clinton is elected president, we will have a constitutional crisis that we have not seen, I believe, since 1860.
Now again, that interview was from 2016 and it includes insights into the contents of Weiner's laptop, which also align with the previous Sidney Powell's statement on the whole situation. These insights do not come from just regular people with no knowledge, but from very significant players. Who knows where the bodies are buried? The map is in front of you. Reread, expand your thinking. Purpose for time being spent here. Okay, this is part 1 of this. Again, look for part 2 sometime tomorrow. We're going to delve into this the rest of the way and make all the connections. Do your research, check below for any links. And again, I'm Michael. This is a Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed to each and every one of you. Make sure you're subscribed. Thank you.